How do you bring people to FitHive?
It's right now it's a good mix of organic, so like awareness campaigns that I run. A lot of them I run myself, and then paid ads. We actually have a lot of our users coming from paid ads in one way or other or the other.
Okay, that's really a great bridge for the paying ads topic, because it's something that I don't know what to think. So I've met a lot of entrepreneurs and indie makers, and most of them, they never had success with paid ads. They say that they end up, and me included, by the way, like we end up putting a lot of money and the money just disappears. Like sometimes in, like, I don't know, in a day you put $100, disappears, and you see nothing in return. And a lot of people say that you need to invest a lot of money first to take something out.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, I would say so. It's not very different from making content in general. Using paid ads is also no silver bullet. It's not something that can magically just make you grow. The good part about using paid ads is that understanding how to use the different ad platforms, we've had best results on Facebook and Google, and understanding how to use the platforms to target the right people is relatively trivial. It's actually not that hard, and they have taken a lot of the more complicated things and abstracted it away from you. So you don't have to think a whole lot about how to do. And I know a lot of people, they try to sit and do like targeting extremely narrow and trying to do a ton of research and understanding their target audience.
Mm-hmm.
But truth is, the platforms and their AI models and their very complicated and sophisticated algorithms actually have you covered here. So you just let the platforms do the thing. So it all comes down to the creatives. And that is, as an advertiser, that's the part that's on you. You need to make killer ads that almost look like great content in itself.
Right.
And that's the hard part. I think that's the part that people miss. I've talked to a lot of people who think that it is some sort of magic tool, and then when you look at their ad creatives and the way they present their offer, it's just, for me, very clear like why this does not convert.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this goes for a lot of people. I would say, like, once you get the hang of it and once you start having ads actually work, and yes, hands down, this costs a lot of money. We spent more than $50,000 on ads just this year.
Whoa.
And it costs a lot of money. And it costs a lot of money that you waste on experimenting and trying to get it right, because it does take a little bit of time. But once you get a hang of it, it is just the best way to acquire people. I call it user acquisition while I sleep.
It's true,
because it's just, it's the best way to just make something run and then acquire users behind the scenes without you having to actively do something. So it's just, it's inherently scalable. It's at another level than doing cold outreach or having a sales team call people, or constantly. I see some of my competitors on Twitter, they're killing it. They're like 100% kudos deserved. But wow, would I not want to sit and reach out to influencers constantly to try to do these kind of growth hacking and social media constant? It sounds exhausting.
Right.
Instead, I can write, and I have a team with me now that help me out doing great ad creatives and great videos. We can click a button, and once we have made something that works, we found a winning ad, we just let it run, and users just drop in. We don't have to do more.
I mean, that sounds amazing. But do you think that this is something an indie maker starting out should do, to try to invest some time or invest money, especially in these ads?
Yes. I'm not sure I would do this as the very first thing. You need to make sure, and you need to feel confident that you have an onboarding flow and a way you can convert paying users. Otherwise, it doesn't make too much sense. So in the very beginning, while you're still trying to find a fit in the market, probably not the best way. You can use it to validate ideas and stuff. We've done a lot of that as well. But as an acquisition model, And as an acquisition channel, it's probably not the first thing I would start out with. No,